Did it bad. I'm gonna fucking do it bad. No, fuck off. I'm not muting. I'm not muting, dude. This is live. This is fucking live, y'all.
Now you're getting delay.
Yeah, hot mic is right because your boy's on it. Awesome. Cool song. We're playing. It's going. 8 minutes late. We hit it fucking all-time new late time. Thanks to Eric, Bad Boy, aka Dive Bomb Lacombe, in the fucking building.
That's why niggas still here, cause I knew that from the start. Jumped in that water, so I had to be a shark. Niggas in the way, so I had to play smart. Number one rule, get some money, have some heart. That's why a nigga been winning, cause I knew that from the start. Bounce that ass if you came to get started. Exotic loud on me,
little do they know I got the pay, though.
Chopper with the beam and the Glock, so don't you start shit. I might jump up on the beat so I can swag some shit. And if the bitch talking foul, my sis gon' drag the bitch.
Read that shit. That's the guideline for
today. Behind me, hit the gas quick. See, we will never stop. I'm on some Diddy shit. Get rich or die trying, I'm on my 50 shit. Get that money state to state, now that's that Blanco shit. I ain't talking Taco Bell, but you can get your taco split. I ain't talking Pizza Hut when I say top me, bitch. And if my dick in your mouth and suck it sloppy, bitch. Already living like a rapper, fuck the studio. But I can't do that to my fans, that shit goofy though. I can't do that to my fan, they need that bag too. And if that money on the floor, why would I ask you? I left my last bitch and went and got a batter boo. I just wanna fuck, bitch, fuck if we can compatible. Bounce that ass if you came to get started. Exotic loud on me, smelling like I farted. Shorty give me good brain, but this bitch retarded. Chopper with the beam and the Glock, so don't you start shit. All my niggas get money, they got that long cheese. I push the coupe, killers push up in the long sleeve. You ain't on the stage, boy, you in the nosebleeds. Junkie hit that good dope, man, Unky have a nosebleed. When my brother signed that deal, it's like I did too. So I'm repping Grizzly Gang into the end too. And if you say the wrong words, then watch me end you. I'm flexing with no job, they like Blanco, what you into? I swear I look better than half the shit I've been through. I came out on top, I'm feeling like a champ, baby. My daddy took hits, my uncle sold crack, baby. So I'm the son of a killer and a trap, baby. Bounce that ass, bounce that ass, bounce that ass, and come and make this cash. Bounce that ass, bounce that ass.
Nipples on the floor, because Animal Crossing dropping.
We're live now? This is a mess. Alright. It's dev meeting.
I mean, look. It is what it is. You're gonna have to deal with this shitty version of our show that's already shitty, so the shitty factor is upped.
You know what's fun? Have you seen like all the late night hosts are like, we're doing a janky thing, like Stephen Colbert is doing it from his yard and Colin, they're all doing it. I'm like, we've been janky for way longer.
Yeah, you don't know janky. Come holler, you don't even know janky.
And particularly our stream, because Eric makes sure that we are the jankies. So
I think we're always preparing for this time.
Yeah.
This is the first time in my life, though, that I actually feel like a YouTuber. Like I'm in my home, not at some studio work, like in my home, like being like, big up the whole island massive. It's your boy.
Is being a YouTuber, you know, I think it's amazing. Is that not a great fucking job? To be a YouTuber? I feel like that's amazing.
It's great. It's better than fucking going into the studio and throwing my head against the wall waiting for fucking Eric to get us started. At least I'm at home. Oh yeah. Eric can't defend himself today, by the way. He's on mute. But just to circle back to the beginning, we posted a screenshot. Eric, can you post it right now? We've got new guidelines to pitch. This is what we're working with today. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck bad, but the stakes are.
You never know. You never know where the good pitch is gonna come from. It doesn't. The day doesn't matter. The jankiness of the stream doesn't make the pitch good or bad. You know.
Situation either. But the stakes are up. $500 on the board.
Can we still bring the board up?
Yeah,
is that possible?
We can. The board is.
All right.
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll take Eric to bring it up?
Watch the guidelines.
He's doing the guidelines right now.
So really quickly, yeah, can.
Damn, did I get?
Yeah. So quarantine meeting guidelines, my fucking peoples. To pitch, video conference in at Williams Street, 2 S's, whereby youtube.com/aswest. I don't know if you guys can see that. Mic needed, but webcam not required. We could just hear your gross ass voice through your shitty cam, your mic on your fucking e-machine. Drop
Am I frozen?
You're good.
Drop links to your materials in the adultswim.com chat only. Okay? I know it's confusing, but you sign up on Whereby. Drop materials in adultswim.com. And because of this, like we always do, right? And then YouTube links will be viewable only. We're only doing YouTube. So if you have Eric, do
For video.
Do Google Docs not work?
Okay. Gotcha. Only YouTube links for video. We might as well start talking to people because these pictures are gonna go left.
Real quick.
So we might as well. Damn, the board still ain't.
Well, I want to share my screen first.
My bad. I thought you had a computer.
Yeah, I thought you actually knew how to do your job.
So, hey, let's go through. So we're on Whereby right now, which I do like a lot. This is a good video app. Today we've used Zoom. I've used FaceTime today. I've used Microsoft Teams video. I've used Google Hangouts. I've used Blue Jeans. Why would they call video service Blue Jeans? I don't know.
Maybe because
it's just regular. I don't know.
Or maybe because everyone loves Blue Jeans.
Well, there's a video service called Blue Jeans. Shout out to them. I use that. And then I use WebEx.
Are you not on Apple Bottom anymore?
You know, I got out of that. That was 90s. That was late 90s.
Apple
2000s.
Bottom jeans was. Tell them about the time you came into the office wearing Apple Bottom.
Well, I had on these boots and this fur. It was lit. We never got the board up, do we?
The board is up. The board was up. Also, people in the chat are saying that Microsoft Teams sucks. So I got an UGG Microsoft Teams.
Microsoft Teams wasn't that bad. We also video through Slack. Shit, it's a lot of video.
All right, next week we're gonna join you on. You're gonna join us on Snapchat, and then everybody who calls in has to wear a filter with the dog ears and no shirt. So if you think this is bad, just wait.
All right.
So where are we at now?
Yeah, fuck it. What a mess. Oh my god. I wish King Bailey.
Now you're just breathing all hard.
Oh, is this
Hello?
Yo, we can hear you.
Why don't you come up with a video? Why are you not showing yourself?
Hello?
We can hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello. Hi, I'm Hawken Bailey.
Oh, Hawken.
Yep, Hawken Bailey. I'm submitting this pitch I have in mind to show you. It's a TV show, cartoon show pitch idea called St. Carlson High. And I just put it into the link right now. It's under Hawk and Hawk on the Adult Swim link.
Cool.
Can you hear me, Hawken?
Yes, I can. I think there's a delay.
Okay, we.
Oh,
you have your.
permissions.
Yeah, you. Open your permissions up because we can't request permission.
Permissions, allowed. It's shown under allowed.
All right, let's try again.
Yes,
No.
I can hear you.
All right, you're gonna have to allow anybody to see it because I'm still getting that error.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let in.
Let me enter.
I am trying.
No, let me enter now. How about?
I'm trying.
right now.
Let's see, this might work.
No, you just need to. Yeah, I think Eric, as we do with everyone who does not know how to turn down permissions.
Haken is such an interesting name. What is there any history behind it?
It's a Scandinavian name, allegedly Norwegian. I'm not sure.
I can see that.
I'm trying to.
Why don't you try calling back once the permissions are figured out?
Kind of straight up, just like a family microphone. Oh,
And if you want to stand up with that mic, set it off.
yeah. I was gonna hear you. This is awesome.
Is he listening to the chat? He should be listening to this.
Eric, can you like take over because we have no control.
Thank you. I'm just, once again, I think people need to know, just like listening to a phone call, they have to listen to the whereby screen rather than the.
Now
rather
it's real with the stunning shades on. What's going on? The sweet tracksuit, the Joker poster, very classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you say
Can't
something?
hear you.
Dude.
Listen to whereby, not. Yes.
Oh,
There it is.
this
There
is
it
the
is.
best.
All right.
What's going on?
Oh, this is the best.
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going good. It's your good friend.
What's
You
up, dude?
quarantined?
What's up? Can you guys? All right, let's try a technical thing. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me?
Yeah, we're good.
Nice. Guess who it is? Oh, that's why I got this thing. Hold on. It's your good friend Herbert S. Telton. How's it going, guys?
What's up? Yeah, we can see you.
Nice.
You got the yellow blockers.
Hell yeah, man.
We knew who it was when we picked up. I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Let me drop this in the chat. I got this for you guys. I thought I'd give it to you during this quarantine time.
How is the 8-ball sales going at this time, Tuttleton?
They're going good. I've got many clients in this hard time. I'm passing off the drugs as medicine. It's going well.
The Corona County.
All right. Are we
You got it
checking
up?
your? Okay, I got your thing open.
Nice. I'm gonna switch over. I love this conference though. This is the best. We should keep this for going on. Great. I've got Herbert S. Tellson's most boring pitch deck you'll ever see on adultswim.com. Diablo 3 FAQ. The show is called 24/7. Takes place in a 24/7 gas station, and it's a 30-minute live-action workplace comedy. And it is a unique intersection of small-town America. I imagine this is like rural Michigan, I guess. And it's just like a what we have a jaded like 20-something millennial entering the workforce where he meets like blue-collar characters such as Mike McCallan, who is a wannabe cop, but he failed the cadet test because he was so unhealthy that he can't run more than like 10 feet without like exhausting himself. Marta White, she's 30, she's Latina. She's a powerhouse. She's super strong, and she just wants to get through the day with like no interruptions in like the workplace, no zany stuff happening. But guess what? It's a TV show, so you bet that they have crazy stuff happening. So I wrote a pilot for this, and I put it up on Blacklist. It's doing pretty well.
Oh yeah. Wait a second. Wait, you got because I know Blacklist.
Yeah,
gives
you hear
a-
Blacklist and Walter's just
Rating, right?
I know.
No, they give you coverage. They give you coverage.
They
and
do.
They give you a score.
Yeah.
What
And a
is
score,
your
yeah.
score?
This is the greatest story. So I joined Blacklist, and my friends were like, yeah, put it up. So I put up the pilot, and immediately fucking got tanked with like a 3. And I could tell this reader was just like, he read up to page 20, and then he was like, not
he's
interested.
probably a watcher of this show.
Up to page 20.
Maybe. What's that?
20 page.
It's a half-hour pilot. You got to do like 30, 34, 32 right in there.
I know, but Telton, I was a professional script reader. I was very famous. the youngest.
But Walker, you were professional, but you got sent down to the amateurs, which is
But 20 pages of a half-hour pilot is enough to know, is what I'm saying.
Fair enough. But this guy was like dinging me on stuff, and then I was like, great, I got to buy another review, and then all of a sudden people were like, the next person gave me like a 6, and Blacklist was like, oh, this is like double the score, we'll give you a discount on another review, so I put it up again, and I got a 7.
That's all.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must have had just a guy who didn't know what he was doing, or a girl.
No, I think the guy was older, and he was like, oh, this isn't following the rules, I don't like it. So but
that's what you bring it here. You bring it to the real guys.
Yeah, you bring it to the real guys, the young hot guys that are reading the script. What I'll say about this though is why I thought about you guys is because they have a problem with, like, I want to say when they leave the gas station, because they leave the gas station in the pilot, and they're like, oh, it's kind of wacky, and it is mainstream, but it seems like a little bit offbeat, and I was like, oh, I gotta give this to you guys.
All right, well, sell us. You set up something.
Yeah.
A little convinced. I'm curious where you're going with it.
Let me and I know you're cooking, but Walter, I want to remind you, because do you remember that pilot we had 5 years ago with Brendan and Randy, revolving around their gas station thing?
Yep. Shout out to Brendan Walsh and Randy.
Ooh, Brendan
and Johnny.
Very funny. But we kind of ran into problems, and this is where I'm going to tee you up, Tuttleton.
Yes.
Which was like, we felt like if you're kind of confining yourself to whatever, like a workplace, and I'm not saying that you are totally, but like you're going to have some heaters of characters. So
yeah, let's
start there, boy.
Yeah. So we got a whole cast of characters. You want to go characters first? Or you want me to talk about the episodes?
Characters, man, they put me to sleep.
Characters put you to sleep? Okay. So these episodes, I was like, great, I wrote a pilot. I'm going to tailor these to you. So for format tone, I don't know if you guys read, but I'm going for the Dan Harmon Community vibe, where we take, like, movie tropes and make one movie trope an A story and make the B story like another movie trope, and we smash them together and they come out with fun things. So our episodes are featuring Minimum Overdrive, which Jordy will like because it's a pun of Maximum Overdrive, the
she did
movie.
It's over there.
You like it? All right, good. All right, we're going good. So the solstice of the asphalt god is upon the town, so all the truckers go to like exit 167 to give a blood ritual into like the third urinal to stop the semi trucks and like all the vehicles becoming sentient, just like Maximum Overdrive. But someone is missing, and so the trucks become sentient, and other weird, shitty motorized vehicles that like have like no power. Like, imagine a moped is like trying to run over a guy who, like, his owner, and he's like, please stop, and then the moped just like skirts away. It does a little skirt. Those stupid like Lime scooters, but the bike version, those become sentient.
Yeah, wheelies.
There you go. I knew you'd know it. And so they become sentient and just like make piles of trash in the sidewalks so people can't walk on them. And that's their fun little power that they do. So it ends up, they, like, all the semis and everything like that come to the gas station because they have to kill Tyler the trucker, who is like a character who frequents the 24/7, and he was just like taking a big shit in the toilet in the back. So the trucks come and they're like, we have to kill Tyler in order to, fulfill the blood prophecy. So they get there and like they're running out of gas. So like Brian, our lead guy, who's just like the jaded millennial, is like, all right, I guess I'll go fill up their tanks or whatever. But he fills them up with like unleaded gasoline instead of diesel. So their engines all flood, and then they all like just conk out. And that's how they save them, is just like a weird like undercut of, dumb bits about diesel engines and unleaded fuel flooding them. And there's like other fun things with like sentient things coming to life, like it's like a Winnebago, and it's just like they trap a family inside a Winnebago and they won't release them unless they fill up the gas. That's a fun bit. So that's one episode. I can tell that it's really, really tickling you. I can hear the silence.
No. I mean, look, you know how hard it is to pitch these things, particularly when you just have like a document. But I got it. I mean, you start to feel a little bit like, hey, is this just like It's Always Sunny? Like, hey, here's a crazy episode. So maybe if there is something about the characters that separates us, and obviously you have a script, so happy to check
so
that
I have the full pile that you guys can read, and please rank it according to the Blacklist views and rate me appropriately. Let me let me pick one more episode that I like because I think it's so funny. Double Shift, where the gang they always work the night shift because the juxtaposition is you have like this well-lit gas station and then there's like pitch black on the highway, and that kind of feeds into like those stories like last podcast on the left, like murder podcasts and stuff like that, where they say like it happened on the road. So this gives us a chance to just bring in whatever we want into the gas station, and I think that's what makes it like more exciting than just like a locale of a gas station where you're like, yeah, people go to work, they go back, and you know it's all character based. This is like bringing outside elements in. So like Double Shift, the employees, the gang have to work like the morning shift because the sun comes up and they're like, no one's here, we got to work it, and then they have to like keep on working. So it's like an Inception / Matrix thing, which are pretty close together, but they just like fall asleep and they have like collective dreams where it's like they just can't escape it. Like Marta is just like trapped with like a bunch of dirty diapers and she's like, I want to escape this sucks. Mike is like in cadet school again, but he's like gonna fail his test and he keeps on failing it over and over again. And Brian fell asleep in the back, like in the fridge section while stocking beverages. So he has to face the Dream Master, who is for all effective purposes Lawrence Fishburne in The Matrix. And it has like that giant white room and there's like infinite rows of energy drinks are like flanking him on either side. And the Dream Master's like, you can forget about work, you can come and live in the dreamland. If you take the Advil PM, you'll fall asleep and the dream continues. But if you take the trucker caffeine speed, you'll wake up and you'll have to go back to your job. And Brian's like, thanks, trucker caffeine, thank you. And goes and like rescues his friends instantly. And like, there's this character, and this is, sorry, there's a lot of text messages going on.
The trap phone going off.
I know. You know what? Social isolation has been very good to me. There's been a lot of people.
Yeah.
Usually they don't. What is it? Shakes the trucker speed, wakes him up. So there's this character that I like, and this is gonna sound so cute, and if I have the show, there's one character called Murdoch who I would desperately like to play. He's just like this Dwight Schrute, like austerity type persona, and he just like walks around. He's just like, we don't know if he works at the gas station or not. He's dressed up in a mechanic's jumpsuit, but we don't know if he works there. He's kind of like the ex machina, where he's just like in the garage, just going like, yeah, I built a giant seasonal depression lamp out of 38 fluorescent bulbs, and I shot myself with it, and I said, take that, seasonal depression, but it didn't work, so now I have to, run in the middle of the night dressed in a cat suit, and I am the monster of Water Creek. And he's just like austere, a weird dude. He's always in a jumpsuit, but he's like the guy who is our C story, he's either like the ex machina who solves it like right away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you, because we know you are a talented filmmaker and you can actually write too. So all those things are in place. Every time you pitch, and they're always pretty good, and I'll read this and see. But I always feel like you're always feel like
read it, and then can you just send me what they say?
But no, I always feel like every time I hear you execute well, but I always don't know what you really want to say, like you as in Herbert S. Tellerton, because it always feels like, hey, this is a version of what I've seen or what I did. So to me personally, because I think you actually have the talent, you need to figure out what you want to say in the show.
Oh, go ahead. Wait, you
I wanted to stop.
It's not a quiz right now, I guess, but it is something.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking you right now. I'm just saying I think that's what you need to figure out, because you're unique, but I don't think it comes through as much in the stuff that you pitch. But it's always well executed.
Yeah, I'll give you a quick answer on that. Like, I think with this show, like, I love like community style, like where it's taking. I like to take like weird, like shitty TV tropes or whatnot, and just jam them in. Where like, what's that?
You said you like to take weird shits.
Mm-hmm.
I will. The bathroom's right here. I will later. What was I saying? I like to take like standard things, like this is like a workplace comedy, which we've all seen before. Apparently they're coming back. Take that for what it's worth.
At Beef House. That's not workplace. Never mind. That's a sitcom.
yeah, like a sitcom or anything like that. I like to take like movie tropes and I like to do kind of what Dan Harmon does, where like he there you go. Well, he like weaves like your classic movie tropes and everything like that, and just goes, I just want to go on a ridiculous run. And that's what the episodes, I think, like Double Shift is my favorite, just because it's like, let's take a workplace comedy and let's just like fucking jam it like a million miles away from a workplace comedy, kind of like breaking down and deconstructing. Like this would be like a mainstream sitcom or whatever.
We're gonna read it. We've let you take up a lot of time. With
I know.
It was a good first pitch for the digital verse, so I'll get.
It's a good example for sure.
Have fun, gentlemen. Have fun with everything.
Play us out. Noodle us out, you fucking poser.
Yeah, you're gonna hear a bunch of click clacks. You ready?
All right. Thank you, Tuttleton.
Thank you, Tuttleton.
What do you guys think?
You guys gotta get me out there.
Yeah, Eric, are you asleep? There you go.
Eric's asleep. What do you guys think?
What do I think about that, or what do I think in general about life?
I feel like we should rip through a few more pit.
I'd like to bring in a couple friends if you don't mind. I'd like you to meet Tom and Rita and the homie.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
they're all doing well.
For some reason, I never thought like Tom wearing Carhartt. I guess it makes sense, but I kind of wish he didn't. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why?
I feel like he was probably wearing Carhartt before.
Yeah, he's like blue collar vibe. He's the people's people.
Carhartt blue collar to me no more. It feels just like shit.
But that hat's probably like 10 years old.
Right.
No, that's new. That's Carhartt whip. That's bullshit. Well, I feel pretty good about that one. I would say top of the board. I don't know how about you.
We've only had we've only had one.
I mean, it's going to be tough top of the board.
So, yeah.
Right.
Was that the only pitch we took, or did we take? Oh, the other guy couldn't get it all.
Yeah, this was the only pitch.
40 minutes because we're just getting our bearings. Good job calling for the first one. You really figured that out. I think if you can.
Always count on Tuttleton.
I wanted to say to Tuttleton too. If he's made anything recently, we need to see it because the thing.
He's a shooter. That's why I'm surprised he didn't have. He's a shooter. He usually comes with stuff to show. Yeah.
Also, like to your point, I think the sense of style, you got to have your own thing, and I think that's what you were saying is like really interesting because you could make an Eric Andre type show, but if you don't have Eric Andre or you don't have that sort of thing like in place, how are you gonna break out of a deconstructed night show? I mean, plenty of people do that.
Yeah, so. He's doing the right thing though, because you just got to keep doing it. Like he's going a lot off, like he kept referencing Harmony and Community, and you can see it in what he's doing. But if he keeps punching at it, he'll find his own space in there, and I think he will. But Tuttleton's been pitching this pretty much since we've been on this stream, so I think Tuttleton will get in the writer's room and create a show. I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Should we take another one? I don't know how this is going for the folks at home, but.
I'm sure it sucks for them. By the way, we're at home too. Like he kept referencing Harmony and Community.
Hi. Can you turn down your volume from the stream?
Yeah, I just muted it.
Thank you. What's up, Rose?
Hey, man. I'm good.
Is that a bunk bed next to you?
No, that's my desk.
Okay, that's a high desk.
If I lived in a bunk bed, I think.
What would you say, top or bottom?
Middle.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you think you're calling FX?
What?
Do you think you said both FX? I was just wondering if you were trying to pitch John Landgraf.
Oh no, that's one letter away from Andrew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're here to pitch, right?
I mean, you are. Yeah.
Right. You're here to listen. Yeah. Okay. So there's a Google thing that I just put in the chat. I'll give a brief overview. It's a 11-minute, half-hour live-action sitcom called Senior Year, and it's about a kid named Joaquin who's been a shut-in by his parents abused his whole life, and his only experience with the outside world are 80s high school movies, like John Hughes movies. And when he's finally taken away from his parents, he's sent off to live with his grandmother, who lives in a nursing home, but he still interacts with the world like it's a 80s.
Pokemon Go, I think.
Yeah.
What was that noise?
It's I wouldn't worry about it. But it's 80s high school music. Yeah, it's cool. Don't worry about it. So it's the world like it's a high school movie, except it's still just a nursing home. Like, for example, he tries to start a food fight a la Animal House, but accidentally triggers a Vietnam vet and starts getting bludgeoned by a cane. That'll be a lot of the humor is cane based, but that's part of the appeal of it. And I think one of the central parts of the series is that his delusion is never broken. He's just further commits to the idea that he lives in this idealized 1980s high school world when it's actually just a senior home, and all of the other inhabitants in the senior home are actually just his peers in a jock or the head cheerleader or his best friend sidekick are actually all 80 and 90-year-old men and women. We were going to shoot something, but due to the current climate, all the old people we know are either inside or already dead. So, we would have gotten something, but that's where we're at right now. And this is our general pitch.
Cool. I mean, look, we love watching shit. I think if you had plans to shoot it already, that's the best way for us to sort of like get where your choices are going, So I would say do that and then come back. And in the meantime, I don't think it's a bad jumping off point. I think, for us, like we did Coffin Dodgers. Remember, Walter? Man, I'm just fucking going back in the old Rolodex.
Yeah, for sure.
Coffin Dodgers was like kind of taking a similar premise, but amplifying it by 40.
That was the guys who what show did they do? The Comedy Central show. Why can I feel bad for not remembering their names. Anyway.
10 years
drawn ago. Together. The guys are just drawn together.
So yeah, like I think for us, we obviously need the special version, that doesn't feel like it fits in like a safe space. And not that this is, I think it's just, it comes with like what it'll probably best, show when you shoot it. So it'd be, I'd say come back when you have something. Hopefully this thing.
You could probably shoot it next sometime. That's the unfortunate part.
Yeah.
But to the people who are struggling with that, we're struggling with it. Adult Swim, we can't shoot a lot of stuff we were just planning to shoot either. But what you can do, you can kind of start storyboarding stuff. You can kind of start telling stories using stock photo images and kind of talk over it. You can get creative with that. And sometimes that leads to, new discoveries in what you're doing too. So I wouldn't let it completely hold you back that you can't shoot something, but to get your tone and everything, because once you start getting into high school, and you're playing with those tropes, you really got to play with them because we've seen the high school tropes in so many different.
The 80s high school tropes.
I'll tell you this: Mike Lazo himself hates doing stuff that go back in time in the 80s and such and such. He likes to look forward, but he's gone. So
yeah, he's gone. Fuck Mike Lazo.
Everything 80s.
He's in the chat.
But thanks, man. You're definitely on board.
Yeah,
okay,
for sure.
Thanks for calling, man.
Yeah, no worries.
We appreciate you. Come back.
I'll be here.
Yeah.
Stay up.
Please call back sometime.
Someone in the chat dropped the link to Coffin Dodgers, which I thought was nice.
Oh wow, look at you.
Somebody dropped the link to Coffin Dodgers?
Cool,
Yeah,
Kevin.
it's on our specials.
Yeah, I would like this. I haven't seen it in so long. It's not bad. You know what I like? Michael Blackson. I remember we put Michael Blackson in that, and his voice is so crazy. Shout out to Michael Blackson.
But
He's going.
A lot of the people were like, somebody said Coffin Dodgers was rough.
Rough?
I mean, I guess that's why it was the pilot.
That was when Rick and Morty was coming. It was Coffin Dodgers. It was another show called Rolling with Dad.
Rolling with Dad.
David Katzenberg. Shout out to him. And then it was Harmon and Royland. And Harmon and Royland took that and they ran it to the end zone. What's that? Yeah, the board looks good, Eric. Let's bring someone else in. We got to fill up the board.
We got to fill up the limb. Boy,
Somebody came in. Josh.
He's muted.
What's up, Josh?
Josh.
There he is. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, you got to unmute yourself. You look like you're in a war bunker. You're ready for whatever. You're muted.
Very muted. It's just on the screen. It should just be a little button next to your camera.
Jordy, your face is muted.
There it is.
Did I not help him? Yes.
Okay.
Damn, that's a big tag.
Turn it down the TV. What's up, guys?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm currently back home in Oklahoma on hiatus.
Where the wind comes right behind the rain.
I know. My grip job on a Hulu show dried up, so now I'm.
Oh shit! What show?
Sorry.
This one, Into the Dark.
Okay, is that drama? Hour long?
It is. It's like it's a horror anthology on YouTube. Each one's like a 90-minute horror movie.
Could you say that you're in fact saving the drama for your mama because you're at home now?
Well, my mom's in Colorado.
Oh, fuck. All right. I was hoping that you were at your mom's house, but some weird shit. All right. I'll log off. I'll see you guys. Thanks.
There's so many production people I feel for, even like casting directors. They're all in a really tough spot. It sucks.
Yeah, it's weird. My last job, I was doing digital content for a bass fishing league, and then
what?
Fire.
That's
League.
What's the?
Why don't we have a bass?
Like a YouTube channel?
Yeah, well, so it's an actual bass fishing league. They have tournaments and it's on TV. But I was just on a team. We were writing and shooting and producing all the stuff that goes on the YouTube and the website.
It's fun.
Can I ask one more thing because I like fishing YouTubes and Instagrams because I like watching people fish and catch them. Do you have any recommendations on any good fishing YouTube?
Fishing influencers?
Yeah.
Fishing influencer.
So there's a guy called Jacob Wheeler who was almost our champion last year. He's really active on social media and on YouTube. He's got good stuff. There's also another guy named Mike Iaconelli who's kind of been around forever. He's kind of a celebrity.
Like a bully.
Say what?
He said he sounds like a bully. Mike Iaconelli. He sounds like someone used to beat Cam up.
I don't know, but he's a very what's the word? He's a very eccentric guy from New Jersey.
All right, thank you.
Up to Mike and Ike.
Yeah, his nickname has to be Mike and Ike, I guess.
Yeah, his nickname's actually just Ike. If you go on YouTube and type in Ike fishing, you'll find him.
All right, I'm gonna check him out. Your show better be about fishing.
It's not. It's about hipster baristas.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. All right.
Is that
I mean, what, you just want to come to my fucking office space and watch me work? It doesn't sound like very much fun. But all right, I'm just kidding. Let's hear it.
Okay, so the working title so far is Baristas, but essentially it is I guess you could say a character-driven dramedy. It's about a guy, a young entrepreneur. He's socially awkward and kind of naive, so he doesn't really get nuance in conversation and stuff. And he's definitely not like plugged into like a subculture group, you know, that has a certain kind of identity. You know, they wear this kind of clothes or they do this kind of thing. He's kind of like a nerdy guy, I guess, for the lack of a better term. But he wants to start a coffee startup. And he's having a hard time navigating the waters because everybody that's coming to his store are like super hipsters and they want their coffee a certain way. And he ends up befriending a guy named Danny who becomes his kind of like his right-hand man. And Danny is like super, super bold. And he actually runs a crew called Bold Crew. And you only drink cold brew in Bold Crew, bro. That's like his tagline. And so there's these group of dudes. Yeah, right. There's this group of dudes who, and so these are kind of some of the examples of like hipster subculture. There's this group called Bold Crew. They all wear these denim vests with like a patch on the back, and they ride fixed gear bicycles, and they only drink cold brew. And then you're gonna have like, you know, your seasoned travelers who've been to Nicaragua and Costa Rica, places like that, who come in looking for super specific stuff. But essentially, he is. Sorry, hold on. Let me go back a little bit. Tone-wise, it's going to be, I want it to be a lot like Silicon Valley meets Workaholics meets Portlandia, minus the breaking off into random skits that Portlandia does. And essentially, it's just
a question.
Yeah.
Sorry. So like, I think, you know, like, because the setup feels like pretty familiar, I guess, like, where do you think that like there's a spike in like I don't know, something that feels a little bit weird or off or eccentric that kind of would like match up with what we do at Adult Swim?
Like where would the edgy comedy be?
I mean, I don't really like using that, but I guess sure. Like where is it? Does it just kind of like veer off, or does like not feel conventional, or subvert sort of like a cliche in your opinion?
I don't really know yet. I think I'm probably still, I'm still working on the idea. I'm kind of unprepared, but I turned on Adult Swim to watch Metalocalypse, and I saw this, and I was like, well, fuck. I mean, if I can pitch by going to this thing, I'll at least give it a shot.
That's tight.
What do you think about bringing Metalocalypse back?
I'm pumped about it. I saw the thing today that said it was
Seems
gonna.
like your friend is psyched. I heard
someone say yes. Yeah, I didn't know who that was.
That's my wife.
Yeah.
What's up, wife?
My wife.
Hi.
Well, look.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I think that's one thing. That's one thing to think about is like, you know, because we're obviously a pretty unique place, and that setup feels pretty conventional for what we do. And that's not to say that it can take a different shape. But I remember that Tim and Eric did this like barista episode. Was it Bedtime Stories? And they took it to a level where I was like, holy shit, how can you even do the barista thing at this point? And they figured out a way. So like for us, it would have to kind of take us to a place where we feel like we haven't seen before. So that was your homework, but if not, come back. We're here. We do this every Thursday at 5 PST. So
this is a regular thing?
Yes. Yep. Every week, and you're on the board.
Dope. Okay, well, I will get some shit together and I'll come back.
Baristas.
If I can say one thing before we go, I think to answer Sloppy Joseph's question, as of right now, I think where the humor, or at least your guys' flavor of humor would come from, is I would want it to be like very, very ruthless in how it jabs at certain like groups of people. And that sounds kind of bad. What I mean is like, you know what I mean?
But look,
I
get what you're saying, but I would say people taking on hipsters.
Say what?
People take on hipsters. I said people have been taking on hipsters for, I feel like, in comedy for the last like 6 years or so. So that's where we're like, well, what more is there? Because people have been going pretty hard at hipsters, man. I almost feel sorry for Cam and all the hipsters.
Okay. I stay undefeated.
But thanks, man. Thanks for calling. You're on the board. You might get some money.
Okay, sweet. Thanks for having me, you guys.
You should also check out Latte Larry's.
Latte Larry's?
Yeah, just Google Latte Larry's.
Okay, I'm typing that in.
Latte Larry.
I like that he didn't even skip a beat. He was just on it.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace. Thanks, guys.
Do we have time for one more? I mean, I feel like
we started 8 minutes late.
We'll figure frozen.
Oh, now look, Eric.
Eric's at home.
Eric.
Go over.
Yeah, you can't hear Eric, but he's on a mic at home, just
Eric
flipping out.
Eric's looking out his window for the Amazon guy to drop off Animal Crossing.
Yeah, and his.
I'm about to buy a quarantine game, but I think I'm about to get that MLB The Show 20 baseball game because I feel like I could get into that and I don't have to. I haven't played a baseball game though. And Doom. What's the new Doom comes out next week? I might get that.
I bought it.
You game? That's tomorrow.
So Eric is not heard on the stream, Walter. So you just sound like you're having a conversation with yourself. But
are you getting Animal Crossing, Cam?
Yeah. Well, hey, no animal can cross me. I'll tell you that.
I'm getting Animal Crossing. You're frozen still.
All right, let's.
Should we take a quick one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ian J.
What's up?
Is it still connecting? Oh, there you go.
Oh shit! It's crazy to see what people look like that have been watching this for so long.
Yeah.
What's up, Ben? You got your ska collar on. I like that.
Yeah, that's a gift that Jeff gave me when I traveled to William Street.
Oh shit!
That was a couple of years ago.
We'll have to see you do a little skank in that.
Yeah. Well.
Do you have a pitch for us?
Yes, I have a pitch that I have been working on it since I think August or December. But
I'm having a time hearing you.
Sorry.
I don't know if anybody else is.
The idea is this: climate change happens, and the weather becomes too extreme to survive it. Can you hear me well?
I'm having a tough time. I don't know about you guys.
Okay.
Oh, is there a link? Oh, here's the link.
Hey Ben,
Yes.
make sure you're watching the William. Are you watching the Whereby stream?
Watching the Whereby stream. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Maybe try unplugging your microphone or something. I don't know if you guys are having trouble, but
My microphone is in this computer. My microphone is in this computer. Can you
okay.
hear well,
Yeah, that's
I
better.
have to like note down. Okay. So the idea is this: climate change happens, and the weather becomes too extreme to survive it. But somehow technology has peaked, and everyone who had a thermostat.
It's going in and out.
Shit, Ben, we don't want to treat you like this.
I would like to say that Ben, I think, is the most knowledgeable person about Adult Swim in all of the chat.
And I'm looking at his deck. You know, the deck is well formatted.
Well,
can we
well, look, I don't
Yeah,
want to do him
Adult
short.
Swim chat.
He's a loyal customer, and he's been rocking with us for a while. So maybe we can, Ben. Can we have you call in maybe next Thursday? We'll
Thursday.
Do the first one.
Oh, well, sure. I can do that.
Okay, we'll make a note to do that. Yeah, sorry, we're just having a hard time hearing.
The thing is, I've been working on this since August or December, but the main concept of the show became a lot more topical recently. So if I don't pitch it like now, I think I'll never get to pitch it. Everyone is gonna have this idea, and
Okay.
there's something redeemable from this.
Well, we could check out the deck and then maybe talk about it with you next Thursday then, or I kind of don't know what to do. You guys have any ideas?
If your mic is from your headset, yeah.
Okay, well, sure. I'll try to fix my mic and come back with you next week.
Shit. Now it's like now I can hear.
Yeah. Now you can hear it if you. Oh well. Right.
Oh man, I feel bad. Well, what should we do? chat if you have any.
Yeah. Technically, don't we have like 10 minutes?
Technically, she's. Hello, Mike. Hello, Mike. Mike. Mike.
Hey.
Hey, dude. Hell of a face flow. Let's go.
What? Oh, you like my beard?
Hell yeah. That thing's ripping.
Oh, good deal. All right. I'm not sure what all you. I'm not seeing the full image of you guys exactly, but I'm just gonna assume you can see me and everything I got going on.
Hell yeah. Looking good, Mike.
All right. Cool. Awesome. Well, you see, basically, I've got a real short one. I'm not I don't have any computer presentations. I've been drawing a little bit here while I've been going from this website to the chat. But basically, my idea is about a group of misfits who live in a very crappy house, and it's owned by one fella here. I've got some drawings here. You can see they don't really have names. They're just characters, certain personalities and stuff that don't exactly mix. They kind of bounce off each other. We've got what appears to be, an angry guy, kind of seems high strung and always knows, the right answer. He's always the smartest guy in the room, even though he's a total jackass. We've got, let me get some lighting possibly, but we've got kind of like a nerdy, mild-mannered guy, kind of just like flowing through life, no real ambition or anything. And then you've got the proprietor of the house, and he's just this.
Oh no!
He's breaking up.
The west wing of your mansion is like a little shitty service.
Why did you put all the drawings like opposite ends of the room?
I like this. That's such a tight way to put both feeling.
I don't know if he knows that we can't hear him anymore.
Oh,
my boy Mike.
Oh no! Okay, all right.
We lost.
So what you?
Damn.
That quarantine got everyone's bandwidth just.
Yeah, you got to get that Linksys router just to expand on that Wi-Fi into the West Wing. That West Wing's lacking, Mike. We can't hear you.
He's completely frozen on mine.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good freeze, though. I enjoy the beard. It's fucking...
Why don't you grow a beard, Cam?
My back?
Because, dude, do you see? It starts like all the way down.
You don't know until you let it go. You
Yes, I do. I got a
baby
right here. Starts right here. I got a neck beard.
Give it a month for quarantine.
No, dude.
You're afraid.
Well, dude, you know what? I will say this. You are braver than me, and here's why. Because you got a fucking soul patch going.
I just shaved my whole face, growing it back.
You got a soul, dude. You got a fucking... You got a...
It's almost gone now.
You got a Soundgarden type soul going. I like it.
I'm out here.
All right. I mean, look, I might be feeling like I'm giving up a little bit because
yeah,
Wi-Fi is not always crispy for everybody, but
it looks good.
It looks what? Yeah.
The board looks good. Eric, stop talking because it's weird because they can't hear what we can. Like, don't ask us. Like, if you can't, why would you ask us a question if no one can hear you?
It's his first time doing it like this, Walter. Leave him alone, all right?
Gotta figure it out.
Oh, Eric's gonna beat it.
I think Peloton 24/7 is number one. I do think that. I think this is the order. This is all we got. We're all we got. You know what I'm saying? And that's for the whole world. We're all we got. Fighting Corona, fighting COVID-19, COVID-20, COVID-20.
Yeah, no, keep going. I like that rant.
COVID-22. We're going to be ready as a United Nations. You know what I'm saying? we're gonna have a vaccine in 25 months.
Eric is blowing our entire budget, or a lot of our budget.
I'm not mad at that. Number one can be 350. I can get results in 350. And Jordy, you agree?
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot.
Fine.
Sorry, go ahead, Jordy.
No, that's it. I agree with that. Maybe 150 for barista. Maybe you can have 2 expensive coffees for $50.
I'm down with that. Yeah, hey Tuttleton, the blacklist give you $350? Probably not.
They gave them half off. They're like, hey, how about you pay us again?
Yeah, I hope that covers like how much you paid to submit 3 times at least. I don't know how much it takes to.
I know the dude who started the blacklist. I met him with Young Jake. Shout out Young Jake. Shout out, I can't remember the dude's name. Franklin Leonard. Shout out to Franklin Leonard. I'm getting my shout outs off.
Oh, yeah. All right. Eric's telling us you guys be sure in order to claim this money. First off, congratulations to the winners. Secondly, yeah, if you want to claim this money, you have to fill out a release. If we don't get the release, me and Walter are going to be spending all of that shit on Hulu because, boy, you know they're fucking clacked up with that content.
Watching that.
Yeah. He's going to send a URL to the bottom of the screen just to make sure you guys are all sorted with the releases. Very important.
Click on that link. Yeah.
Tuttleton said they gave him $20 off. Yeah. All right. Well,
there you go.
Not bad. Well, what do we got? I mean, I guess we're gonna keep trying this until it gets really annoying.
We'll get it together better. Jordy will actually have a graphic at the very least.
I will. Yes, I will try to get a graphic.
Jeez.
Yeah, I'll just put like a little screen on. Like I'll put a picture in front of my camera.
Well, I mean, I think. What do you think? Are we ready to wrap it up? Because I feel like
I'm gonna watch Uncut Gems. I just bought Uncut Gems on Amazon, so I'm gonna watch that.
Okay.
Well,
have fun with that.
We have to play out to this song because your fucking surfaces need to be wiped down. Make sure you wipe all of your surfaces. All right, we're not trying to stretch.
PSA.
All right, well, we're back Thursday, 5 p.m. PST. Every week until it's not. So then we'll see you then. Wipe me down. Wipe your body down. Wipe your partner down. Wipe your pitch down. You need work. Wipe your steering wheel down. You probably got work virus on you or something you need to get off. So.
They gon' bust it wide open. Flashing in the air, but I'm in their approach. Wipe it out. Small, tall, figure, strong. We gon' get the dog. Wipe it out. Y'all, put my get your issue and whoever falls, 'cause I'm on. Wipe it, 'cause I'm